mes amis. Hi guys, I'm a big Omega fan and there is a new release. This is the first Omega in space. The name might be familiar to you, CK2998. They've already done it, the FOIS, but the previous version had many elements that were not exactly historically correct. It was more of a modern reinterpretation. Here it seems like they go closer to the original, but not all the way. So let's discover a bit more. If you want to know more about the original FOIS, there's a great video by my friend Ben on his channel Tokante, T-O-K-K-A-N-T-E. And shout out to my buddy Mark as well, who owns that watch, which you could still get now at a very good price on the second-hand market. And he customized his to look a lot closer to the original. But now Omega is doing all the work for you. So the watch, the story was the personal watch of astronaut Walter Schirra when he went for the first time in space. So he picked this watch, and then Omega later on submitted this one to NASA and won, of course, the contract. So this one takes us back to 1962 with some vintage details, the vintage Omega logo and the script. You have the alpha hands, the dot over 90. For this one, unlike the first FOIS, they went for the faux patina, and which is the color that most of those dials, all those dials, I think, would turn into after a while. So it is in a way more faithful, brings you there. In terms of the pricing, the size is 39.7 millimeter, vintage correct. You have the straight lugs, alpha hand, as I said, price 62,100 Hong Kong dollar. It's a bit over 9,000 US. It's at the price point where you think, yeah, if I love it, I'll get it, get the boutique experience, but it's still more than you probably want to spend. A couple of different strap options, as you can see. A bit of the history, 9-hour flight orbiting the Earth 6 times, and we can compare here, thanks to the cool website, how close they are, the lugs, dot over 90, the dial, the sunken in subdials, the alpha hands, probably the crown also has the correct logo, and yeah, the logo on the dial, the script, everything is very similar. Straight hand here without the lollipop. The lollipop hand would have been a nice touch, but maybe it was not exactly what he had on his, he being Mr. Schirra. So you get a vintage glow, green, great bracelet. Obviously, same as what you get with the Ed White, the caliber 321. Now, this watch, will it have the caliber 321 at this price point? Let's discover that in a second. First, the case back commemorative with the seahorse. And of course not, you get here the standard caliber of the Speedy Pro, the caliber 3861, Meta certified, just fantastic caliber, very accurate, but not accurate historically. Of course, you would have to get an Ed White and put that caliber into this watch to get it really accurate. So yeah, the other detail that is a concession to a modern practicalities is this watch. It doesn't feature Hesalite crystal. This one comes with a sapphire crystal, very bulbous to recreate the dome shape. And I did the same for the Ed White. Does it bother me? No, because it looks really good and it has that sheen around on the surrounds of the Hesalite, and it's a bit more usable on a daily basis. But if you're gonna go for recreation, might as well go all the way with the Hesalite, or at least offer the option. Might not be very practical from a retail position, but there you go. A couple of concessions, not quite the faithful reissue, but very, very close. And let me know in the comments if you're ready to pay the price for it. Omega, first Omega in space, pretty cool. I think the original FOIS, which didn't have the Fotina, the dot over 90, had a lot of wrong things, still had a a strong following. I guess this release is not going to help the value of the original, but I think it will keep value because it was trading pretty low, and it was already quite cool in itself. But here you get a lot of the great details and a great bracelet. Let me know what you think in the comments. Goodbye.